going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be working on this 2009 Jeep Wrangler that's got an ABS control light on the dash. From what we found out is that it's got a faulty ABS control unit, and these are pretty common for that. We did pick one up brand new from the dealer the other day. This thing ran I think $600 for a brand new one. It's a pretty common issue, so these are actually, sometimes the dealers don't have them in stock. You might have to order it online and have to wait a few months, but luckily the dealer that we had down the road had one in stock. We do have to get this thing programmed, so hopefully this ThinkCar scanner should do the trick. I've had nothing but good things with the scanner so far. I've had to retract the electronic parking brakes on several cars to do the rear brakes, and it's done that. It's reset maintenance lights on BMWs and Mercedes, and it's had no issues at all. So this is a really good scanner here, without you having to go to the dealer and having to have them scan it or reflash it for you. So we should be able to do that today once they get this thing installed. It's a pretty simple install. The kit does come with new seals and hardware, so we will be replacing these as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and pop the hood open. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this vehicle on. And what's going on with this one is the ABS light, the traction control light, and the brake red light is on, and it stays on the whole time. You can reset it, but it'll instantly come back on within like 5 seconds. But yeah, I forgot what the code was. I'll have to look it up, but that's the problem. And like I said, hopefully replacing that module and flashing it should solve the trick. All right, guys, right over here is our ABS module here. First thing we want to do is we want to disconnect our connector here. So we need to pull and slide this connector open, and then we'll go ahead and take this 10mm nut off the backside. So it's gonna have a couple tabs that you need to squeeze in here and here, and then you just simply squeeze them in, pull this up, and it'll release our connector here. So we'll simply just pull that off there, like so. All right, let's take off the 10mm first. You need to pry it out from these little rubber insulators that it's sitting in. There's one. Kind of have to pry from the bottom if you have to, but there we go. All right, to release the module, we got to take off 4 screws. Those are 4 Torx 20s. So I'm gonna break these loose and take them off. And luckily for us, you know, if you do drop one or lose one, the new one does come with 4 new ones in case you do lose one in this engine compartment. All right, now we can just simply pull our module off. So these are the seals that we're going to be replacing with the new kit. A little pick here. It's going to pull off all our seals here. And once you pull all these off, we're going to go ahead and clean up the surface here before we put the new ones on. All right, so get a little bit of compressed air and dust off all this dust out of here. Go ahead and grab our new seals and simply put these back in one by one. Don't need to lubricate anything, just want to make sure everything's nice and clean and dry. You lubricate anything, it's going to just attract more dust and dirt and cause problems. So don't need to lubricate any of this stuff. Just put them in nice and clean and dry. Brand new module. All right. Simply just slide this on. Nice and smooth. We're gonna grab our new hardware, and we're just gonna simply reverse our steps here and tighten everything up. And we'll put this back in its holes. Line out the grommets. Pop it back in place. There you go. And then we'll grab our 10mm and we will line this up. Come to our connector here. Make sure that's nice and tight. All right, got everything back in place. New module. Let's go ahead and grab our scanner and follow the instructions. See if we can get this spring reprogrammed. Get our scanner out of the box here. I'm gonna grab our scanner. I'm gonna grab our connector, and we're just gonna simply plug it on top. It just slides in, and then we'll just tighten up our screws here. Nothing crazy, just snug. You don't want to over tighten these. All right, let's take it to the car and see if we can't program that module. All right, open our door, find our OBD port there. I'm just gonna plug our scanner in. All right, once we get into here, we go to maintenance. And here we can do like ABS bleeding, brake pad resets, oil light resets, a whole bunch of stuff, guys. You can do a lot of stuff, airbag resets, battery matching for like B&Ws, DPF stuff, EGR, injector coating. This scanner can do a lot of stuff, seat calibrations. So we need to go into steering angle reset. So we're gonna go in here, see if we can find the recalibration here for the ABS. Chrysler Deep and Dodge, ignition on. 2013 Wrangler 2.6, correct. All right, so here we need to go ahead and ABS initialize this procedure. It'll tell you everything what it's gonna do. If you replace the ABS control unit, this is what this is for. And beginning G-center calibration, ensure the vehicle is stationary and on level ground. Level enough. Complete. Okay. Cycle ignition and press OK. Cycle ignition, press OK. In order to complete this, the drive test engine must be running. Let's see. Start engine. Okay. Hit the brakes even if the vehicle has manual transmission. Turn the steering wheel from full left, full right, then full left, and then back to center, it says. Which right there should be center. And we'll hit OK. Okay, and that says drive the vehicle between 3 and 15 miles an hour and make at least one turn that is at least 90 degrees wide. Continue straight 50 feet after the turn and then come to a complete stop. All right, so we need to drive the vehicle between 3 and 15 miles an hour and make at least one turn that is 90 degrees wide. Well, that's going to be difficult in the neighborhood, but let's give it a try. So we're going to go here. I'm going to make a right here on my, oh, it says make It says only, let's see if I can do it right here. Let's go this way. Maybe you need to do like a U-turn. So it says it passed. Clear rolls information. Engine must not be running. Alright, so it says it's cleared the roll successfully. Lights still flashing. System's complete. Alright, moment of truth. Let's try to get the key off. Back on. Oh, the lights are off. Put it in drive. Only light we got on now is just the gas gauge because she needs gas. But besides, and she's kind of a little hot there. I don't know if she realized, but her Jeep here is getting a little hot. I don't know if the fans are coming on or not, but yeah, ABS light is fixed. Scanner did a great job. Like I said. All right, guys, there you have it. The Theme Car Scanner will program a ABS unit on a Jeep Wrangler as well. Like I said, I'll put a link down below for this little scanner if you're interested in picking one up. Like I said, if you're somebody who likes to do stuff on your own at home, or just to have it for whatever odds or ends, this is a great scanner to have for the value. I mean, it does a lot of good things, a lot of stuff actually that a lot of scanners, high-end scanners, will do as well. And you don't have to pay for a yearly update on these. You can just update it online. I have mine hooked up to the Wi-Fi and it will update it automatically.